What's going on, Falcons fans? Logan here. Welcome back to Rise Up Rundown, and if you're new here, welcome. So usually I have comedic intros to start out the video, but for a very serious topic like this, I think a comedic intro would be a little out of place. So we're just going to get straight into the topic of Jalen Carter and if the Atlanta Falcons should invest in him. Should they draft him? Well, let's first go over the incident that happened, which, by the way, is a very terrible incident that happened. It really sucks to see that, these young people have lost their lives really quickly. And Jalen Carter is in a bit of a sticky situation right now. And I can't really do much about it other than just pray that things get better and that the families of those lost souls recover from this and just have a bit of a speedy recovery. And I just wish nothing but the best for Jalen Carter. That's all I can really do. And we're just going to get into all that we really know about this situation. We don't know a lot. We know that Jalen Carter raced a teammate and a staffer. Now, his teammate and the staffer both died. Jalen Carter apparently lied to the police, saying that he heard the crash from like a mile away, but then eventually turned himself in, but was quickly released. He's going to face misdemeanor charges. Even before that crash, he actually had 3 traffic citations. One of them was nearly going twice the speed limit, and he apparently was supposed to meet with the Falcons, but actually left to go to Athens to discuss what happened. That's all we really know at the moment. And if there's anything I'm missing, please let me know. It's just a really yucky, sad, depressing situation. And especially for a young person like Jalen Carter, it's just tragic to see that his draft stock is probably going to go down, probably. But is all hope lost for Jalen Carter? Honestly, it kind of just depends. Like, I guess this does kind of lead into the big question for this video. Should the Atlanta Falcons draft Jalen Carter? Because I think his stock probably will lower a little bit after the news. Will it lower that much to pick number 8? Again, it kind of just depends. Like, we don't really know too much about the situation. Hopefully, the situation is already bad, but I'm basically just hoping that it's not going to get worse. And so, I do still want Jalen Carter to succeed, and hopefully everything that's going on is not too bad. But if he falls at number 8, should the Falcons still even draft him? All right, so as a football player, obviously that'll help, right? Like, pass rush is in need. Grady Jarrett could use some help. Jalen Carter is very good. And then the Georgia fan base would kind of like to see a Georgia Bulldog come to Atlanta. All of that is, that's what it is. But what about as a person? All right, so I'm not going to act like I know Jalen Carter that personally or anything. Even though I root for him, I'm pretty sure he's from Apopka, which is not that far away from where I am right now and where I was born and raised, and hopefully I can get out of soon. But anyway, Jalen Carter wasn't really all that far away from me, so I always rooted for him. Apopka is like 30 minutes away from where I'm at. But as a person, I don't know. It really just depends on what the Falcons see. Like, maybe they actually will get a chance to interview Jalen Carter, because Athens isn't that far away from Atlanta anyway. Maybe they'll get another opportunity to see who he is, and hopefully all the the stuff going on with the incident, hopefully it's not too serious. And look, if nothing is too serious and Jalen Carter can learn from his mistakes, which you would hope that with a situation like this he can, then sure. Like, this kind of sounds like Kareem Hunt, where in 2020, yeah, the incident that happened with Kareem Hunt and I believe it was his girlfriend that he was hitting. I remember I made a video going over should the Falcons draft Kareem Hunt, and I understood why everyone was kind of on the fence about it. I didn't want to argue it. I was like, yeah, like the action that he made is terrible. It pains me to see, especially, a man hitting his own girlfriend. Like I just don't understand how those things can happen. But I also was like, I think Kareem Hunt is at least taking accountability and he can learn from his mistakes. And for what it's worth, I don't want to act like I know him that personally, but it looks like he's doing that. Like, it looks like he's kind of learning from his mistakes, and he's still a great football player. Looks like hopefully all of that is in the past for him. And Jalen Carter, I mean, I know he lied to the police, but at least he turned himself in and he went to Athens to discuss the whole situation. I know he had a tweet going over that he's basically going to talk about what happened with the police and everything. So I don't know. For what it's worth, Jalen Carter's taking some sort of accountability. Now, I know. We need to hear a little more, hopefully Jalen Carter isn't taking this time to lie to the police and then, days or months or years later, they find out more and it's like, wait, Jalen Carter actually was talking to the police, but he was lying. So hopefully what Jalen Carter is saying is honest and truthful, and it's just nothing too serious and he can learn from these mistakes. And I don't know. Now, does Jalen Carter have to be the guy we pick up at pick number 8 if he falls there? No, of course not. Like, you can pick up other players, like, I don't know, Miles Murphy maybe. I don't know. Like, just someone that could help us at pick number 8. It doesn't have to be Jalen Carter, but as long as nothing is too serious, as long as it's not as bad as it could be, and he can learn from his mistakes, then, I guess, sure. But we also need to know a little more. So my answer for this video is not too serious. Like, I'm not all in on Jalen Carter yet. I'm simply just saying I hope things get better, and, hopefully we can get some great news about Jalen Carter where I know I keep saying this, but I'm really hoping it's not too serious. I just hope that Jalen Carter can at least learn and, he can become a better person from this. And, some people are saying he's 21. He didn't know better. Like, I never want to use age as an excuse. Like, I think even at 21, how stupid it is to seriously start driving that fast. I don't know if he was drunk driving or not, but, I don't want to use age as an excuse. But this is a guy that was supposed to be possibly the first overall pick, and now his stock is probably going to go down. So I think he knows that, and maybe that'll fix things mentally. So bottom line is, as long as things are not too serious, and there's just at least some sort of good news that can come out of this, then sure. But I'm not all in on this. We need to know a little more information. But that's all I got for now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I will see you guys with a video this Sunday answering you guys' mailbag questions. Remember, if you guys have a question for me and you would like for me to answer your mailbag question, make sure to put your question in the community tab where I ask for your mailbag questions. And would you not only like to see a shout out from me saying that you asked an awesome question, but you're also going to see your mailbag question get answered this Sunday at hopefully 11 o'clock AM Eastern. I know I've kind of been a little on and off. Like, sometimes it's 11 a.m., sometimes it's not. But hopefully it'll be 11 a.m. Eastern. But I will see you guys this Sunday answering you guys' mailbag questions. Stay safe and rise up.